We've got a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Before the game, the Panthers head coach was able to tell me he is so thrilled that the team has responded. After losing their first game of the season, they put their head down and got back to work. Now on a 3-game win streak, they are rolling. But he knows they've got to still take it one play at a time, one game at a time to keep it going today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. He tries to take the top off. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
The Panthers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Panthers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Makes it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Finding some room. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
The thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Parks. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys.
Heading to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Broncos are threatening on first and goal.
Here we go. Check. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier. Go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 72 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The run inside. It's Butler. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looks as if he's going to run it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the 1st down and to keep this drive moving. And the Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnett. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Who can be the most physical team? That's what I love about this offense. Back-to-back plays, make no bones about it. They trusted their offensive line. They're going to run the football, and the defense couldn't answer.
That's what I like the best about that play call, David, is just the patience, right? You're going to stick to the run. Yeah, you got stopped earlier, but you're trusting this offensive line to get the push necessary, and your running back to find a tiny crease to get into the end zone. So being physical down here at this area of the field, so important. Nice play call as well to stick with it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. Gonna try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Running inside, it's Buckley. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. So now on comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Brooks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Fakes a pass to Marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Lowry. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Makes the grab down the middle.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Broncos in the hurry up. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Green. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Go, go.
Right back to it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Working that wide receiver screen, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Kick is in the air. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The short hands, it's Green. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Broncos heading quickly to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready because I know you can make that catch.
Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10.
Let it go.
Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 5 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Bulldogs, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Waldo Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with Coach McGee at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Brown will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use him. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Butler. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big fourth down stop.
Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll run it again. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Makes a grab and room to run. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Looking for space. It's Green. Here's a little room there. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10.
28-29 belts. 28-29 belts. Down. Check. 18-52 soldier. 18-52 soldier. Still go.
Trying play action. Still looking on the move. He'll pull it down. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Pressure coming. On target to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
To the air on second down. Quickly complete. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go right back to him. Maybe some room here. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Now on second down. Running inside, it's Murray. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Georgia State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Power football with the run. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Handoff to the single running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the catch and he's free. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's got him. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Lowry. Using his legs to buy some time. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. They've been really good moving the chains on third down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Maybe a crease. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal.
check. 80-22, ISO. 80-22, ISO.
They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Western Michigan. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop them.
Coming out with it, it's Martin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Dupree. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Check. Here we go, ready. Where did he go?
The give and tick. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ready, go.
Right back to the well. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. The give to the lone running back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The kick is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Offense gets set for second down.
Red 18.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Avery. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Snags it, and he's open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking left. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays.